what's up? Dane Cook, and I'm here on Howard TV to talk about my show at Madison Square Garden.
Dane, you're a big fan, right?
I am, yes.
Now, this is your first time on the show. You
First
nervous?
time.
Nervous? Excited? What do you expect?
Not really nervous. I don't know what to expect because it's Howard, so you never know what to expect. But that's kind of good. That's good. That's where the good stuff is, when you're a little scared.
You're a little bit?
Actually, no. Not really.
All right, so you're going to have a good time today, right?
After you've been in front of 20,000 people, everything else is a little bit more relaxing.
Dane Cook is promoting his Dane Cook and Friends tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the New York Comedy Festival. This guy's on fire.
He's the man.
It's at the Garden.
You're smaller than I thought you were.
It's at the Garden tomorrow night.
Oh,
wow.
I mean, Dane Cook, where did you say it was going to be?
At the New
Comedy
York...
Cellar? No.
No, at the New York Comedy Festival. Hey, Dane, nice to see you.
What's going on, Howard?
What's
Good to
happening,
see you.
man? You know, I guess it's kind of legendary in the comedy community that you, of course, built your following on the Internet. You successfully figured out how to harness the power of the Internet.
I did.
When you're an unknown comic, when you're a guy just coming up, how do you get your word out that you have this website and people should follow you? I don't even understand how you pulled it off.
I was, like most people, masturbating violently 23 hours a day.
Right.
Violently.
Violently masturbating.
Like you were angry at your penis.
Angry at my career.
Right.
Actually.
How old were you at this point? When you were really angry at your career, you've been trying comedy, it wasn't going well.
Well, this is 20 years, this New Year's Eve, and so I was like 27.
Right, and it's getting to the point where you go, like 30 is a weird age to still be doing comedy and not get anywhere.
I'm like college act, and I'm getting a little bit too old to, do the same kind of thing. So I just started sending out like links to my skits and stuff like that online,
right.
And it became like my thing. I'd spend half the day playing video games and the other half just emailing links and trying to figure out who my fans were online.
And were people like your parents saying to you, this is a waste of time? Were they at the point where they said, listen, you're sitting at home.
Were you still living at home?
With links, you're making links, and because sometimes I see people with links, and you go, boy, asshole, you're making links. Why don't you get out and work? But it worked for you. You got a following. How many people were on your website?
Like at one point, it was like when MySpace was at its absolute peak. It was like 2.5 million followers,
wow.
and then like 1 million hits on my personal website. It was almost scary, to be honest. It was a little bit like, I have to kind of live up to this.
Right, it became an obligation. And in fact, what was on the website that was so compelling? You did some skits and you'd post it.
I do a lot of ribbon dancing, and so I would do the ribbon techniques,
right,
and just anything non-comedic.
Would you record this yourself with your own video camera?
I did. I would do like local sets at down in the village or the Laugh Factory in L.A.
Right.
And I would just post anything. I would just post even if it was an unfinished joke, or I would just sit in front of my computer and do like little webcam chats. But I had no fans at the time. At first, It was like
it was obnoxious.
10 people. Yeah, it was obnoxious, and 10 people that I knew their names.
Right. And
I would just talk to the same 10 people, and I watched it go like 10, 20, 40, 80.
Wow.
Until finally it was, arenas, and it's been a wild ride, man.
Right. It's a wild ride, and
but still masturbating violently. I still find the time.
Do you not have a girlfriend?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
What does she do? She in show business?
She is a singer. She sings, yeah.
And there's a steady relationship. Were the rumors that you were with Jessica Simpson are just merely a rumor?
Rumors?
But usually where there's smoke, there's fire. You went out with her, right?
Little dalliances here and there. But
I would love to bang her.
But
I mean, as a guy who masturbates a lot too, that's a hot girl. I mean,
she was beautiful.
Beautiful girl.
And that also has to be some kind of a a craziness because here you were 27 sitting in your room and now you're with Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, I used to masturbate violently to her.
Right, and now you're with her. I've actually had that happen.
Yeah?
Where I masturbated to someone and then I met him and I got to bang him.
I would watch Newlyweds and just hold my hand over Nick.
but also, that didn't work out, though. She wasn't a girl that you could stay in a long-term relationship with.
No. And plus, I was, not to bum out, but it was like, my mom was really sick. I was making that movie. My mom was got cancer. And so it was like, if I wasn't on set, I was, taking care of my family. So
bad timing.
Yeah, definitely.
Is your mom still alive?
No, she passed away.
From cancer?
From the masturbating violently. It's a really strange thing that...
But at least she got to see that you made it.
She did.
I mean, she saw you in your room making video links and links to your website.
Absolutely.
And this was not... Your father's still alive?
My dad... I lost my mom and dad to cancer within 9 months of each other. Both of them got cancer. Oh. That same year that everything kind of blew up, and everybody was like the white hot spotlight, I was like at home, taking care of my folks. And so it was weird, man. It was a weird time.
Terrible
but they
timing.
both got to see it. But
terrible timing on your parents' part. True.
Yeah, I blame them entirely.
Yeah, I mean,
schedule your cancer deaths.
You finally hit it. Everything's coming into fruition.
Yeah,
the whole plan is working.
They ganged
and the
up
two
on
of them, there they are, burning
they were in cahoots.
See, my father had the decency to die when I was a complete loser.
Right. So you had a lot of time to devote to him.
He wanted to go.
I mean, you've been linked to beautiful women.
True.
Kate Hudson, I think. No, Katie Holmes.
No.
Was it Kate Hudson?
Kate Hudson.
Kate
did a
Hudson.
film with Kate Hudson. Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean... It's weird to do a film with a girl. You do fall in love in a sense when you get to do these films with people. And then I guess when you get off set, it's a whole different reality.
Yeah, it's what are they a location ship sometimes.
Right. Because you're in a movie together, everything you're being catered to. And
you have makeup on, you look great.
Right, and you're working together and you rehearse and and suddenly you're banging Kate Hudson. Jesus Christ.
Not actually banging, but pantomime banging, yes.
You never banged her?
No.
Never?
No, she had a boyfriend at the time.
Oh,
and we were just actually
not,
buddies.
It was not a romance?
Yeah, no, there was really no.
Jessica Simpson was a romance.
That was just kind of like hanging out.
Little pork in here and there. Everybody's having a good time.
I wouldn't say pork and maybe beans.
Pork and beans. All right. The movie I liked that you did was Mr. Brooks. I love that film. Good film.
Yeah.
Did that film do well commercially?
I think it made enough money to pay me.
So why didn't that movie do well? It was you and Kevin Costner. Yeah. I think it was one of his best roles.
Yeah.
He plays this insane, and you play an insane guy, and it's really, I'm always looking for good movies to watch, and that's one of those surprises.
And the other person in it is Demi Moore.
Right. You rent it on DVD, and you go, man, this is a good movie. Why didn't I see this in the theater? Was it poor marketing? What the hell happened?
I don't really... Yeah,
Did you have video link?
It was a low budget. It was definitely a low budget film, and when we made it, it was like, okay, we're going to hope that when this thing, finally hits that it goes wide. But, you do these things and you just don't know. Right. It's not like stand-up. I can control that. I can go out. I know what I'm going to present. Yeah. And, your writer, director, sometimes, bouncer, Artie will tell you that. You're doing everything. You do a movie, and then when it's done, you're like, I don't even know what's going to happen.
Did you ever write a movie?
I did, yeah.
Did you get to produce it and put it out there?
Oh, I did some short film stuff, but nothing.
Are you frustrated with the scripts you get in the sense that you're like, well, I'm at the mercy of some screenwriter? I would think you would take the matter into your own hands the way you did your stand-up career.
Yeah. No, I did a few, comedies that were, that were decent, but more like highlight good. There's moments in them. Right. But as a whole, that's why I'm writing my own stuff now, and we'll see what happens.
Were you popular as a kid in high school?
No, absolutely.
Were you loser-ish?
Loser-ish, very introverted, panic attack. I used to have a tree called the throw-up tree on the way to school. and if I could make it past the throw up, which I never could, I'd be frozen. My hands would be tingling because the thought of being around people was just horrifying.
You're antisocial in a way.
I'm pretty shy.
You are shy. Were you the type? Did you get laid in high school at all?
Never.
Never.
No.
No girls looked at you.
I did finally lose my virginity in high school, but to my first girlfriend, but she was homely.
Homely, and she acted
She's
like,
very happy
but
to
she
know
acted
now.
like she was doing you a favor.
But she was homely now, but
Right.
she was hot then because I was very homely and zits. And
Did
the
you
whole
go to
deal.
college?
No, I did not.
You did not go to college.
No.
You went out to make your career happen.
Stand up in 1990 and never went to college. High
That's
school,
right.
and that's it.
And did
Isn't
you
that
start?
funny, though, that you wound up entertaining college kids?
Well, the best thing is when I would do the colleges and I would walk in and then like a teacher or some staff guy would be like, you're here for the show? And I'd be like, I am the show.
Did you start to get laid as you became a stand-up comic?
Oh, yeah.
And then the girls started to take notice of you.
Oh, yeah. Like 22 to 28 was legendary for me. It was
Really?
just-
Famous
yeah.
chicks, too?
Just gonna,
Famous
no,
and
not really
non-famous,
at the time.
but really
like
hot.
C-listers at the time.
Yeah, but hot chicks who wanted to be famous.
Yeah, like Soli Moon Fry's assistant.
Right. That type. Not that you had Soleil Moon Fry's assistant,
Yeah.
but that type.
Right. Somebody like her.
Somebody like her.
I've seen her. She's hot, that assistant.
Right. And sometimes two at a time. Did you orgy at all? Was that part of the legend, so to speak?
In Reno, I did that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And how many girls were in the room with you at that time in Reno?
I did, it was my first threesome.
Threesome.
Ever. Yeah.
And you knew how to handle it?
Oh, I was overwhelmed, Howard.
Shoot your load rather rapidly?
I think I knew it was going to happen, so I jerked off a couple of hours early
Just like me.
Yeah.
Well, just like every guy. Two.
I did it just like you, too.
Two girls at the same time. Did they know each other? The girls?
Yes.
How did they know each other?
They were like they
Prison.
worked at like a men's club
Prison.
and prison.
Yeah, and it was like they knew each other. You met them somewhere doing a show kind of
Yes.
thing, and they said, "Hey, let's go back to your room and party." And before you know it, they're naked. They're in your bed.
Yeah.
And now, I guess one's handling your penis, the other one's kissing you.
Yeah, I've got like Joey Lawrence hair at the time.
Wow.
I had this huge like Lethal Weapon mullet, just big hair.
Does a time come where it goes to your head that you start to think you're even better than you are? Like that you're a superstar, you're God,
No.
Were you humble always?
Yeah,
You were pretty. I never
Probably
was
to a fault. I should probably be a little bit more cocky about it. Or
embracing your success.
Yeah.
But you had terrible tragedy for not only your parents dying within 9 months of each other, but even worse, you got ripped off financially.
I did.
And I guess the case is still going on.
I know. I can't talk too much about it.
Can I tell people what I'm talking about here?
Please.
Okay. You had a business manager who was your stepbrother or half brother?
You have. Yep.
Half brother. In other words, this was your father's second family.
My
type of-
mom's. Yeah. My mom's ex-husband's son's
All right.
brother's something.
You were close to him growing up.
Oh yeah.
You made him your manager.
Made
Business
him
manager.
bookkeeper.
Made him your bookkeeper.
Yep.
You're accusing him, I guess, of stealing millions of dollars from you. Millions. 3 million or something like that? Is that the right number? Up.
Yeah.
Is it 11 million?
It's dancing around that number. Sure.
Oh, God. Oh, does
Listen,
that hurt?
I got to tell you something. First of all,
Yeah.
you hear the number $11 million. In order to realize $11 million,
Yeah.
you got to make a lot of money.
You got to make 22.
Right. And I think you seem like a pretty grounded guy.
Yeah.
In show business, it's fleeting. You never know how
That's
hot
right.
you're going to be
that was
forever.
the nest egg.
That was it. Once you had this $11 million, it gives you a certain creative freedom,
Yes.
a freedom in life. You can afford a home. Because stand-up comics, for the most part, don't make it.
Oh yeah.
You beat the odds and you made it, and you acquired this $11 million.
Absolutely.
How does he get $11 million? I
don't know, man. I still don't know the answers.
You weren't watching the books.
Well, he was my brother.
Right. So how did you come to find out that this has got to be incredibly painful? Because he's the one person you want to be able to trust.
That's the thing is, I can't really talk too much about it because I still don't know. He's in jail, and until the trial, I don't know the answers. It's still a mystery to me.
Right. Will you have to testify?
I'm sure when
Right.
it finally comes to pass.
Has he written you and said, "Listen, please
No.
let me out of this"?
No,
He's not even
somebody
talking.
I talk to pretty much every day of my life.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, my
And then
Somebody you
how
talk
did
to-
you discover
You know when you
it?
watch like a 48 Hours, like those were my favorite shows. You know,
Yes.
and I used to watch those shows about people like Double Life and be like,
Right.
almost kind of like, wow, that'd be kind of interesting to have that happen. Like it was almost so fascinating. Be like,
Right.
wouldn't that be cool to have? I always wanted my family to have a deep, dark secret. I was like, that'd be
Yeah.
great to, or live in a house that has like a ghost child running around. You know, like murdering people. Just something crazy.
You probably told your brother this.
I probably did.
You get a morbid
That's going to be his
curiosity.
defense.
Yes.
I was just trying to make your fantasy come true. So in all seriousness,
But
I
how
think,
did you
mean, like,
discover it? I mean, when did you know that you were ripped off?
It all happened literally within, like, at Thanksgiving of last year. Life was just hunky dory, and coming off my parents and all this stuff that had happened, and starting a new tour, and then within a few days, everything just completely.
Hey, did you see
turned
the
around.
$11 million I had hanging around here?
Is it true that you hired a business manager who then uncovered this, who figured out for you that a lot of money is unaccounted for?
I can't really answer it
Right.
because I don't know. I mean, I did hire a new business manager, but they didn't really discover. It was just something that kind of happened through a course of a few days. Just like absolutely everything I thought about this person was, I guess I should say allegedly different, but. When it's over, I come back and tell you.
No, understood. I feel
the whole
for you
story.
because I imagine there's not too many people in life you can really trust and say, you know what, I trust this person with my life,
And
my
isn't
money.
it great to take a family member along for the ride and to be able to
Well, the thing is,
share everything
he was
with them?
he was a corrections officer,
Right.
and he was even almost like killed by an inmate. And I went to him and said, because he has a son, I was like, I want you to, I don't want your son worrying about his dad, and so I'm going to double time it. I'm going to
Wow.
go on the road, and I want you to come work with me. And so it was like, this guy was a corrections officer. I hired him to, protect my money, not help it escape.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what a nice thought, too. You're saying, listen, I'm worried about you. Let me take you out of your life where you
Yeah.
could get killed. And it's a beautiful thought. And do you feel like not only betrayal, but do you feel like a dupe? I mean, it's the worst.
Look, it was like an anvil to the head, but I'm one of those people, man, that just, what's next? I'm on to the next thing. I want to wrap it up. I want the truth to, come out.
Surface, and that's it.
And then,
Is the money gone, or does he have it somewhere? Is there a chance that you could recover it?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I mean, the attorney general and people they allude to things, but I can't know much. It's a family case, so I can't.
Has it
if I
split
was
the
like,
family?
No.
It hasn't
No,
split
I
the
have
family.
5 sisters, and everybody is like, they know what I'm
Horrified.
about, and
Yeah.
everybody's just like, they can't believe this guy.
If he is convicted, how far would the sentencing go? How long?
I don't know,
could he-
because it's a state case, so it's like, I know that's different from if it was a federal level, but yeah.
Sometimes
man.
you get more time for that than murder itself because
wild.
we value property.
I'm learning as I go, but it's been it's been a wild year to say the least.
I'm sorry about that. I mean,
Thank
that's
you.
got to be really, really awful. I mean, to lose your parents in 1 year and then have your brother allegedly do this to you
Yeah.
is unbelievable.
Yeah, it sucks.
Did you ever feel any guilt putting him in jail or none whatsoever?
No, I'm one of those people. It's like if karma gets you, and whatever you put out there is going to come back.
How is it you've never had a drink of alcohol in your life? Are you not curious to at least see what this is all about, or what's going on here? Is
I look at Artie and I feel like he's like me in another dimension.
You're the opposite.
Way out.
Right. No, but seriously, how do you never have a drink of alcohol, or you've never tried a drug,
Never.
never smoked weed?
Nothing.
I mean, it almost points out what you say. You were such an introvert and sort of, let's say, nerdy in high
Okay.
school that maybe you never were part of that scene.
Okay, but
But
here's the thing.
sometimes that's how people loosen up.
Yeah.
Even
That's
the,
true.
But here's the thing: is I knew even when I was like my best friend in school was like, he was like the biggest, he was drinking Jaeger before classes and he was getting stoned. We were like Goofus and Gallant. It was like I was like the Halo guy and he was, and and so we were buddies, and but I'm like one of those people. I'm not competitive outwardly, but I'm really competitive with myself. And if I did coke, I would have to be the most coked guy in the room.
Right. You'd want to be the best coked guy in
Golden
the
God
world, right.
on the roof.
So, in other words, your personality is such that even if you drank, you would become an alcoholic.
If I do something,
it.
I take it all the way to like, insanely ridiculous levels.
So there's no moderation, and there's no way you fear, in a way, taking a drink.
I don't fear it. No, I think I'm gonna wait. I'm like 50 and just do heroin and meth and everything. Just rock it out.
I don't think so. But yet you seem like a very grounded, very focused guy.
Sure.
And then I hear that when you were doing a stand-up somewhere, you got heckled and you jumped off the stage and beat the guy over the head with a microphone. Is that true?
I got in a little bit of a fisticuffs years ago outside Nashville with a guy.
But
I didn't just jump off the
react.
Talk
You don't
about
understand.
What happened?
How pissed you can get at those people.
What happened?
Like you do a lot of gigs and like crappy Chinese food restaurants that they turn into comedy clubs when you're coming up. And
It's got to be depressing.
the guy threw like a Buddha mug at me, or something. Something came out of nowhere, and then
he threw something.
Yeah.
he threw something at me. It might have been like a spare rib, or I don't know what it was, but
Right.
I saw some debris come through the spotlight there. And then I said something about his girl. I went like right after his girlfriend because she was just yammering and fucking obnoxious. So, and then
nightmare couple.
yeah, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna kick your ass in front of everybody, and the rest of the crowd got like Thunderdome. They were like, we want to see it. Do it, kick us. And like, so they were egging me on, and that old thing, like one time I was in high school, I didn't like to fight. I was so scared, and these bullies forced me to fight another kid who was also a pussy. Two pussies fighting each other in the schoolyard. And we're literally both like hitting and being like, "Are you all right?" Like we're crying and like,
God, such a gladiator.
Are you all right?
Like the
it was like Sean Penn and Bad Boys.
feeding
like
the Romans to the. Yeah, well, go ahead. So
I ended up getting in like this, this physical confrontation with an audience member, and
wow. And did you kick his ass?
No, he kind of kicked my ass.
Yeah, how hard?
But I did get a good shot in with the mic, and it did that nice feedback sound.
But you were brave.
I did. I had to, stand up for myself because it was, you can't have a spare rib thrown at you during a show and not.
Now get back to this
You gotta
financial thing for
react.
one more question. 'Cause I forgot to. Do you now have money, or are you bankrupt?
No, I have money.
You have money.
Yeah. I mean, I continued to tour even beginning, before that happened and then throughout. So it's, I've been pretty blessed that I have great fans, and
Yeah, sure.
I'm in a good
that's
spot.
it. I mean, it's unbelievable. What do you think of comics who are working, and is there a certain age they should give it up, hang it up? Like,
If they're not making
if a
it,
guy hits 50 years old.
I was
and-
doing gigs, Howard, with Rodney. I used to host for Rodney at the Laugh Factory, before he passed away.
Sure.
Still, when he would come in with an earpiece on, and his girl would sit up in the balcony and are you gonna go into the thing about the your wife and the sexual like she would feed them the lines, and
Really?
he was still killing. He would
Right.
kill. Rodney would kill, and he would do that thing too. It was like, it shows you how like comics were all a little insecure and fucked up. He would come in, I would host, and he would always do this thing, Rodney, where I would have to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a legend here, Rodney Dangerfield," and Rodney would stand up, and he would do this, and I would say, "Rodney, would you come up for a minute? Would you come up?"
and so it was all planned.
Yeah, he had to have this. And he'd say, no, and I would have to say to the crowd, "Do you guys want to see Rodney?" And they would go, "Yeah," and Rodney would kind of, do his thing, and then, "Come, Rodney, you're gonna," and like I was making him come up, but every time.
Did he need that because he he wanted it to seem spontaneous, that like all of a sudden he just came up and blew away the crowd, or did he want it because he didn't really want to be in a small club and he was just doing everyone a favor?
I think it's like that thing where I know if you don't do stand up for a little bit, not only do you get like you feel like a newbie all over again, but you just feel like, do they care, or they get this?
Rodney was insecure to the day he died. Is what
I
you're
believe
saying.
so. Yeah.
Wow, isn't that something? With all of his success.
Yeah, man.
And all the
but
movies
I believe
and
you
everything.
can do stand up until you're
Why is it important to you as a stand-up comedy guy to? I see guys do this. You beat Dave Chappelle's record of staying on stage for over 6 hours. There seems to be some sort of longevity.
What is the reason for that record?
Yeah, why do you need to do that? I don't understand what the thing is there.
It really wasn't. It was a local. It's not a world record. I think some dude in Europe stayed on stage for like 9 days or some shit.
You were on 7 hours. You did 7 hours straight on stage.
I did.
Holy shit.
Is that hard for the audience? I mean, I don't care who you. I don't care if you're Steve Martin. I mean, it's 7 hours on stage.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Why did you do it?
Because it was okay. There was a record at the Laugh Factory that Pryor had set like 3 hours 50 minutes, and then I had done like 4.5 hours years ago, and then Chappelle came and was like, "Man, I'm gonna break that Dane Cook's record, man. Give me the mic." And so he went up and he did 6.5 hours, but if you know Dave, like 4 hours of it was like lighting a cigarette.
Yeah. He moves, got a
Very
slow
slow
pace.
and deliberate.
Moving a stool for,
Right.
Dave's got like, man, I'm gonna move the stool, man. Blow a smoke ring, man.
It's a good bit.
So when you're growing up, who is the person that inspired you?
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, right?
That was the comedy album that I held on to, and my sister saw him at Madison Square Garden, and I remember the night she came home, I was 14, 15, and she said, "I just saw this guy, Dane, and he stood on stage," and she told me that he did this, 20,000 people, and I said, "I'm going to play Madison Square Garden someday."
Was anybody in your family a comic, or where do you get that from?
Everybody was kind of funny.
Right.
Yeah.
But it
either
takes
funny
balls.
or stealing money.
But it takes right. But it takes
hilarious.
balls, which is funny if you're not the guy getting stolen from. Well, I mean, it does take balls to get up on stage that first time. Were you horrible the first time you got up?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The first few years are just absolutely, cringeworthy when you kind of watch it back, but yeah.
I feel like a lot of comedians are jealous of you. I think maybe it's the internet thing and the tremendous success with playing stadiums, right? Joe Rogan accused you of stealing his material. Do you get that a lot? Do you feel that's out of jealousy, or do you feel there's some legitimate claim there?
No, I don't. It's definitely not legitimate claim, but the thing is about it, it's tough to talk about from the perspective of a person. You're the perfect example. You start to get the success, and then there's the same people that were once saying you're the shit, you're the next big thing. Every DJ for a couple of years was like playing my bits and touting me, and I knew I was already in like the
fetal position.
Like, I'm gonna get smashed.
Rolling Stone magazine called you like the up-and-coming great comedian of all time, and then the following year when you had your success,
like the following week.
The following week said you were a piece of shit and you don't deserve any success.
Oh, that's
nice.
I've been nice.
I know.
But you know what? But I know that feeling because
That's a turnaround.
I've been on the cover of Rolling Stone twice. The cover of Rolling Stone was a big deal to me.
Of course.
And then I remember when we started on Satellite, after our first show, the guy wrote a review and said that we were the worst thing ever. We were good, we were great until then, and then we got on Satellite, we were terrible.
Yeah.
And it upset me, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, when you're I love comics. I respect comedy, the art of comedy. It's all I ever wanted to do since I was a kid. So when people that you respect especially are the ones kind of, slinging at you, it's confusing.
Right.
If anything else, but I never really responded to it because it's just superfluous, and you're not a thief a little bit. You're a thief entirely, or you're not. And if you look at everything I've done, you can clearly see that, these are my ideas, and, I don't know.
Right.
People say what they're going to say, man.
That's right. But you don't let it bother you.
I
But you are an angry guy. You have a couple
I'm an angry guy.
You have a couple of incidents which are very interesting
I
here.
do?
Yes.
Oh,
It says
no.
here, according to the New York Post, Dane was once kicked out of Smith & Wollensky's steakhouse for
Not
being
true.
too difficult.
Absolutely
According
not
to an
true.
employee, Dane's assistant ordered for him. He got a steak and sent it back 3 times. The chef was furious. Eventually, we told him enough is enough, and they threw you out of Smith & Wollensky.
That
And
is
he
not-
moved
How do
to
you
the-
like
That is
your
not true. It's the
steak?
chicken parmesan, those douchebags. No, that absolutely not true. I laughed when I read that. Not true at all.
So, in other words, there's no fact there at all.
I've never been kicked out of any restaurant my entire life.
That was
believe
Sam Cooke.
I said this earlier this morning. The Post once wrote that I bought a stripper
Yeah.
at Scores a brand new car or Mercedes or something.
But when you're famous, you have to actually ask yourself, is somebody impersonating me out there and doing these
right, well,
things?
yeah,
and
I mean,
getting
that's
them
kind of-
written?
But when I read that, I'm like, okay, not only is it a slow news day, but they're like, let's make up some real boring slow news. It's like, pick an A-lister to lie about.
As of June 2007, Dane was single. Then he dated Costa Rican singer Raquel Houghton.
Yeah,
That sounds hot to me.
oh, she's beautiful. I'm
Rican.
with her now. I'm back with Raquel Houghton.
Are you living
That's
with
your
her?
girlfriend?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
And she sings.
She sings. Except she just had a tonsillectomy that went wrong,
Yeah,
and she was hemorrhaging and bleeding, and
Oh.
she's not singing right now.
but she will be able to again.
Yes.
Tonsillectomy.
Yeah.
What got caught in her throat? This is a hot chick. Are we marrying this one, or is no way you'll ever get married? Because
I don't know. I don't know what I feel about marriage entirely, but
You in love with her?
Yeah, she's
You're
cool.
in love.
Yeah,
Look at this.
yeah.
That must be awfully good what you're getting over there.
I don't masturbate violently anymore.
I gotta see a picture of this chick.
I masturbate lovingly.
Young chick? How old are we talking about?
17.
17.
No.
Nice. From Costa Rica. Those are impressionable girls.
Oh,
those
she's
Costa
beautiful.
Ricans.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. You met the family?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hey, this is the greatest. 2008. Jessica Alba, I guess you worked with her on a movie.
I did.
Hot chick, right? Mm-hmm. No interest in her?
Oh, yeah. She was, but she had a boyfriend.
She had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
No chance for romance.
No.
She says, and this is what I would do on a film. She says that you purposely did a lot of extra love scenes and nude scenes with girls in order to, mess around with the girls.
Oh, my goodness.
Purposely the nude scene.
Jessica Alba accused
I
you.
purposely wrote nude scenes.
Just
Accused
undressed.
you and other cast members of tricking female extras into shooting unnecessary sex scenes for their own enjoyment on the set of Good Luck Chuck.
Yeah, this sounds legitimate.
Now, why would she say? Did you get along with her when you made the movie?
Oh, yeah. She's cool people.
Did you ever call her up and say, "Why are you saying this about me?"
I did.
So what did she say?
She said, she wrote me an email back saying, things are misconstrued and the entire thing wasn't quoted. And I'm like, what was the beginning or ending of that quote? Hey, watch me be ironic. Hey, I'm about to go into bizarro world for a minute. Let's.
I mean, if you were going to do that, do the scenes with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't know anything about what.
I mean, because that seems kind of, seems kind of sleazy, and it's a really damaging accusation. I think.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah,
And
who would
look,
do
it
that?
Hurtful.
continues to show up in print every time you want to do an interview.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's the whole thing is, all this, that's what's really interesting is like everything sticks on the internet. Everything is fresh news, like even the Joe Rogan, like I have nothing with Joe or
Right.
or even like Louis C.K., like we worked all that stuff out.
Louis
like,
C.K. was another comedian
Yeah.
who gave you shit and said you ripped off material.
Yes.
And you called him and you said, "Look, here's what I'm doing."
I wrote him a passionate email, just talking about everything, putting it out there. He wrote me back, and we were sitting on a couch a year later at Comics Come Home. Good set.
But you're right.
But the
internet,
fans get in, and they like,
the internet, the very thing that helped your career, can also hurt it.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
What do you mean that? But the Jessica Alba thing, I don't think I would have let her off the hook for that, because that's not cool.
That
I
sounds
don't like.
really creepy.
Yeah,
What do you think? I mean, how can you take that in stride?
because
If somebody said that about me, I'd be really hurt. I really would.
I know, but Howard, if you kept everything that everybody said about you on your mind, you would.
But wait a second. Here's a woman you worked with.
Yeah.
I mean, you develop a certain respect for each other, I assume.
But she said 10 other really wonderful things, or during junkets, she said amazing things too. So I don't know. Maybe she was having a bad period.
I don't know. But to say, hey, Dane was doing unnecessary sex scenes, it was pornography.
Well, I did. I like I said, I reached out and I said I thought that was uncalled for, and why would you? I
think she should issue a retraction. What do you think of that?
Well, she did to me.
Yeah, great. This I like about you. You say that you have incredible phone sex skills. What are you talking about here? Because I'm bad at this phone sex.
Yeah.
You're saying because you're on the road with your comedy all the time. Sure. Not Jessica Alba, the Costa Rican. She's away from you, I guess. Yeah. She doesn't travel with you all the time.
Right.
You call her up and you begin this phone sex.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And you're able to beat off with her saying dirty things
How
to
do
you.
you initiate?
I think that's so hot. What's the matter? Let me see a picture. Here's a picture of your girlfriend I've never seen.
And then you can start.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Look at this. From not getting laid in high school. Wait, Artie, Robin.
I think I might have seen a picture of her somewhere. But let me see if it's the same one.
This might be one of the hottest chicks on the planet. Look at that.
Yeah.
And those are real boobs, right?
Yes.
Look at this. And look at
this. For now.
Robin.
What?
You'll go get her. She's hot.
She's lovely.
The only thing bad about this picture is
the
only thing bad about this picture is the Red Sox hat. That's it.
Yeah.
Let me see that. Red Sox hat.
No, that's a looker.
You can't see that, huh, Robin?
No, I can't.
Boy, I like her.
I look forward to ruining this relationship.
Will you ruin it?
No. But maybe for the bits.
I've done that.
Everything's for the material.
And you have phone sex with her?
Yeah.
Is she good at it?
Yeah, she's good at it, but I think I'm better.
Well, what do you do? What do you say?
Do you ever feel ridiculous having phone sex?
I want to hear.
I get self-conscious. Pretend you're talking to Robin on the phone. What do you mean? You get nude in the bed in the hotel?
You know what it is? It's just, first of all, I have a very wide vernacular, so I know a lot of interesting
words.
You
watch a lot of porn.
Know a lot of the slang, the jargon. I'm a bit of a verbologist.
Yes, but with girls, you got to be careful. Like, you can't say the word cunt.
You can't creep them out,
right?
Yeah.
You can.
You can?
If you say it lovingly, like, oh, baby, you're a cunt.
Yeah,
like
that's the move.
But you gotta.
I wouldn't even try.
Let me try.
I think he's gonna get you into trouble.
Let me try it. Oh, baby, you can't.
No.
No good?
No.
What was the difference?
I don't know. You sound like you just sat on something.
I love you, pussy.
No, I mean, you got to be really careful because, like, I know my wife, she gets...
Girls love confidence. So if you're confident even in your phone sex, that's why it's like, you can be a comedian and be butt ugly and get laid, because if you have the confidence to make a room full of people laugh, women respond to that.
How do you get into it? Do you just say, what are you wearing?
Cunt.
No, I go like this.
What are you wearing?
Love that clip.
Do you open with cunt?
What do you open with? If you don't mind.
Song.
Okay. No, but what do you say, hey, how was your day? Blah, blah, blah. And then you go, oh, baby, this girl's very, very good looking. I can see why you want to engage her. But what is the line? How do you get the move in?
We do some role playing sometimes, sometimes I pretend I'm a super spy, I'd be like, I've infiltrated the base. And I know where you are.
Yeah.
See, I would keep that phone call going and call the cops on the other line.
You what?
You infiltrated the base?
I'm moving out.
I have the president of Costa Rica tied to a chair, and I will murder him if you don't suck my balls.
I'm sucking your balls. I see.
Please don't kill the president.
Please don't kill the president. The president of Costa Rica is changing the whole world.
See, when I role play with a hot chick...
Wait, there's a woman on the phone that wants to have phone sex with you.
Let's see the skills.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
That's a dude.
How are you?
That's a guy.
Talk to her and give her some respect. Go
That's a
ahead.
guy. That's Gary or something with some voice modulator on.
Go ahead. Talk to Dane.
I'd like to help you come.
You're 75 years old.
You sound so youthful.
Oh, my.
I'm ready to fuck.
Oh, my God.
Can't get into it.
I want to tickle your prostate.
Oh, she sounds like a Haitian lady I used to work with at the nursing home.
Can I put my finger in your ass?
All right, honey. You're not turning him on.
That is horrible.
But that is amazing. It's some girlfriend you got there,
Yeah,
huh?
she's cool.
What does she weigh? Probably nothing.
What does she weigh?
I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, she's pretty thin.
How do you meet a girl like that?
I met her.
Jennifer Aniston's house?
Huh? What?
I don't know, party.
I don't get her.
No.
No, I met her at the comedy club, of course.
No kidding.
Years ago.
She was at a show and
Yeah, she worked there.
look at you.
That's how it goes.
By the way, you can see Dane Cook and Friends tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the New York Comedy Festival. Is that true? It's in Madison Square Garden.
That's it.
Who's the friends? I mean, just different comics you respect?
Bill Burr is going to be there. A lot of guys I started with. Kind of the group I came up with. Robert Kelly, Gary Gulman is going to be on the show, and then I get some remote stuff from George Lopez, Sarah Silverman. I asked Artie if he wanted to swing in and do a set. I said, even though we're not friends,
That was very nice.
Dane Cook and acquaintances. For when,
Guys I kind of know.
guys that are not.
Is the garden intimidating in the sense that it's such a big room? I mean, how do you play with a garden?
I was telling Dane that the biggest room I ever played was for something called Comics Come Home. When I did Rescue Me, Dennis Leary asked me to do something with him. A charity he always does. And it was 7,000 people.
Wow.
And because of being on this show, I'm able to do 4,000 or 5,000 sometimes, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it's so when you come up playing 300 or 200 or even 100-person clubs, the timing is so different. It's like when you get a laugh, you almost have to wait for the wave of laugh to come down, and then it affects you.
Dane, there's not too many comics who play 20,000 seats.
Maybe 4 in history.
Yeah, how'd you learn how to do that? I mean, you went from small clubs to boom, 20,000 seats, no?
No, because like I said, man, this is 20 years on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And so all through late 90s into 2000, I was doing all college stuff at like 10,000, sometimes seaters. And
Wow.
I was building up a fan base for a long time before, people thought I was an overnight whatever.
No stage intimidates you, huh?
No.
Things sound good aside from losing 11 mil.
Things are good.
Yeah.
Girlfriend didn't threaten to leave when she heard you lost 11 mil?
No.
That's
She
a
knew I
keeper.
had a few bucks underneath the mattress.
She knows you have a couple of mil left. That's pretty good. Do you ever worry with a hot chick like that? I mean, when you go on the road, do you ever get jealous and worry that she could be fucking some guy on the side?
No. No, you can't think, oh, that would be terrifying. I used to think like that. I was the paranoid guy for a long time, too.
Now you're secure.
Yeah, checking in every hour and all that stuff.
Naive.
Yeah, it took a long time to get through that crap.
What's the longest time you've been separated from this beautiful girl?
We were on and off for a little bit.
On and off for a little bit?
I was off for a year and dated some pretty amazing women. And then once I was done with that, back into...
You broke up with her.
Yeah.
And then you said you went out and dated.
Yes.
A couple of hot chicks.
I had to. Here's the thing: is when you're like the homely whatever kid in school, I was like, I told my family, I go, I want to date the most beautiful women in the world.
Right.
And so my goal when we were on this break, and then I was, kind of hanging out A-list, for a minute doing that. I was like, all right, I'm going for it.
Who will you date? Like famous chicks, right?
I don't really. I will, for you, tell one person who nobody knows that I dated.
Who is it?
Nice.
But I can. I
Share.
I can't get too.
Who is it?
Oh, Howard meant share. Share
Who
that.
is it?
The hottest woman in the world, very talented too. I'll give her her props. Was the Pussycat Dolls?
Yeah.
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lead singer.
You were dating her.
Yeah, she's
Nobody knew for about 7 or 8 months.
And that's a hot chick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, so what happens there where you break
What
up?
doesn't?
Why? No, I'm saying what. I mean, why break up if it's that good? Sexually was good.
Well, because at the same time, it's like, Hollywood and people that are like, I don't want to date me,
right?
And she was just really very driven, and you can't be with that for a long time.
It's hard.
You don't want to be on a break. You don't want to be on a break and have to be like, I just want to fucking come home and sit, play some video games, and have your girl be like, oh, I'm in Morocco.
Right, you want to be with her.
You gotta come see me. I'm in Nice, France. Hop on the... It's like, I'm a homebody. When I'm not doing shows, I just want to relax.
And this girl, she's with you.
But that was it. It was like, okay, she's cool. She's, fan of my comedy. Make her laugh. And then, make this dream come true from this awkward kid of, dating one of the hottest chicks for a minute.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. But everybody's happy now.
Wait, somebody else is on the phone wants to have phone sex.
No.
Maybe this will work out better. Let's try.
Howard.
Go ahead, honey.
Hello.
Okay, what do you want to say to Dane?
I love a hot load on my face.
Wow. Well, who doesn't? Ultimately.
Right into
Join the club, pal.
Yeah. You love a hot load on your face?
His dick in my mouth.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I once sucked a black cock.
Oh,
it was so big, I puked all over his balls.
You sound very pensive.
I don't think you
got it, Hot Buns.
Buns.
You don't want that.
Talking. I'm getting ready to come.
All right, easy does it.
Is that the computer voice from War Games?
That is unbelievable.
Do you want to play a game of chess?
Jim, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey Dane, big fan, man. I even let my kids listen to you. ages 16 to 9, man. I don't care. You're just friggin' hilarious, even though Artie doesn't think so.
Oh,
Artie, you don't think I'm funny?
I never said that.
Go ahead, Jim.
I'm only kidding. Hey, Howard, did you ever see Dane's movie, My Best Friend's Girl?
Yes, with Kate Hudson.
Fucking hilarious.
So
but she admitted though that you guys hooked up.
She admits that the two of you had sex.
Yep. This is a first. Why would I?
He's embarrassed to have banged her, obviously.
No, unless I had cheated and I was trying to hide something. But no, man, I didn't. We did not have a dalliance.
He would be the first to admit, I'm sure.
She had a boyfriend.
Well,
she was with Dax Shepard.
Let me tell you something. Sounds like a good life.
I can't
like
complain,
you're living the dream.
And you know what? Now I finally got to say I did Howard Stern.
I'm so glad you came in today.
I've been trying for years, man.
Wow.
I told Gary I was sending my first CD 10 years ago.
You happen to be a great guest.
Oh, thanks.
You talked
I'll
about
be funnier
stuff.
next time.
This was a good interview. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving you the 10. I bet you the audience would too.
All right.
I'm telling you.
It was a funny thing happened. I don't know if Dane remembers this. A couple of years ago, I was in Boston. I was doing a gig for the great Bill Blumenreich, we both know, promoter up there.
God rest his soul.
And I was in front of my hotel in the car waiting to go to the gig.
Right.
And it was kind of a rainy night, and I was tired on the road, didn't want to go to do this gig and everything. And I guess Dane was in a car right in back of me, and he noticed me walking in. I had never met him, and I hear a knock on the window. And it's Dane Cook, and he said, "Hey, Artie, I just wanted to say hi." And I said, "Hey, Dane, how you doing, man?" He goes, "I'd love to come on the show sometimes. Sure, Howard like it, blah blah blah." And he said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going to do a gig out in New Hampshire, stand-up gig tonight." I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to make a movie with Drew Barrymore." He was on his way to the set of like an $80 million motion picture.
Hey, Dane, are you friends with these people in the sense that you go to their parties? Like you don't party with Drew Barrymore's house? I imagine there's a real wild scene going on.
No, man. I'm like I do my shows and the show's over. I'm kind of homebody,
Yeah, but when you live in
that's
LA,
what I was wondering, because you were talking about making these friendships on the sets. Do you keep these friendships?
When celebrities were I used to hang out at the Laugh Factory, and you'd look and Bruce Willis would walk into the club next door, or Halle Berry.
I'm talking about.
I did that, but But then,
but you don't get to go to
change, and you're Spencer. You don't hang out with Spencer and fucking reality.
I don't mean that, but you don't get to go to Angelina Jolie's Christmas party at Brad's house.
I get invited to a lot of stuff, but I'm selective. I don't. I've never been invited to Angelina Jolie's.
You don't go to David Arquette's house every Sunday in Malibu for the big party.
You're not playing basketball with them.
You don't play at Gary Shanley's house.
Oh yeah, the big badminton tournament.
What's going on? Gary Shanley has a badminton tournament going on. All right, listen. It's good to see you still have your head on straight.
Thanks, man.
I haven't gotten carried away. Where are you off to next to promote? I understand you got a very busy schedule.
Yeah. The tour rages on. It goes all the way through to, when I hit, like I said, 20 years, it'll be my hometown of Boston on New Year's Eve at the Boston Garden.
And today you're doing a bunch of promotions as well, right? You're doing a bunch of interviews.
Yeah.
Where are you going to next? That's what I want to know.
Alexa Chung, baby.
Alexa Chung.
She seems to be on the rise.
Oh, yeah? You're going to talk to her?
Yeah, she's apparently a model who has a talk show.
No kidding.
Is that
But
right?
everybody, it's the hot thing.
Will you seduce her?
Will I seduce her?
Yes.
If she wants me to do the phone sex, then I...
It was good to have you here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, really enjoyed meeting you.
Hello.
Dane, how'd it go, man?
It was very good, man. I had a good time in there. Finally busted my Howard cherry. I've been trying to get on here for 10 years.
Yeah, he said he wished you would have came on earlier, and he said you were a good guest. How does that feel coming from Howard?
Very good, man. This is the guy who meets everybody. Howard knows everybody. So getting the thumbs up is, I'm going to have a good day today.
And what do you think about that phone sex? 2 callers.
Probably one of the most embarrassing things. I'm sure if I ever hear it on playback, I will cringe.
Yeah, but you say you're so good at it, though.
I am pretty good at it, but I got to be more in the moment, and there has to be a girl. I'm looking at Howard, and I'm trying to reenact phone sexual moments.
The first one was a girl.
I don't know about that. That was an old girl.
She's dead, but she was a girl. So you had a good time today, man?
I did, man. It was fun. I look forward to. They asked me to come back, and hopefully, maybe I'll be a friend of the show. That would be kind of cool.
Nice, man.
Yeah, put me on the speed dial, and I'll call in or come in and hang.
Cool. All right, thanks.
All right, you got it. Later.
Previously on The Howard Stern Show.
Pete went over to Rick's Cabaret with Ronnie.
Okay.
With who? Ronnie?
Ronnie, the limo driver.
I didn't bring Pete there.
Okay.
Pete is a big boy. He's 34 years old. He heard about I was doing something there. I got there about 8:45. I went upstairs. We were having dinner with Lonnie and Sal and a few other people. And when I came downstairs out of the elevator, there was Pete waiting in the lobby of Rick's. Now, what am I supposed to do? I'm going to leave.
Why are you getting defensive about it?
Because some listener sent something in
right, and
saying
that
I got the guy drunk, and I brought him up on stage and made an idiot out of him. I didn't do any of that crap. He gets an email from a listener. Let the listener call in if he's got something to say.
No,
why
he
does
did the
he
right
have,
thing.
Why does he have to be
Wrong.
the one right
Wrong.
away to throw me under the bus?
You're wrong.
What
First
is
of all,
up with that?
I read that email and didn't think it was throwing you under the bus at all.
Well, not
Number
according
two,
to the way.
JD's
Not
job-
according to the way I heard it from the phone call I got on Friday.
I want to
it's
know
supposed to work.
who reported the story to you, because I want to take them off to my list.
No, I'm not going to do
Tell
that.
me the
I'm
person.
not going to do that.
Why not?
Because I'm not.
But they're spying on me.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
I am
that.
now. What I'm doing is, because you won't give me the name, I'm taking off Tim Sabian off this list. I'm
Knocking
taking off.
everyone
I'm
off.
knocking everyone off because you're right. Someone is a leak in my organization who's
Someone
messing
doesn't
with
know how
me.
to keep their mouth shut.
Right.
Jared is not on guys, so Jared's not the culprit.
I think he does have access to Tim Sabian's
Tim
email.
Sabian. Take Tim Sabian off, please.
Well, it might have been somebody who has access to Tim's link, though.
It was Jared.
I'm not saying it was anybody.
Our program director is out of the loop.
Hey, Howard.
Are you the rat?
No, and I'm so upset about this because I lied to someone about this, and I'm going to get in even more trouble now.
What do you mean?
I lied to Tracy to try and cover it up so that people didn't get in, any trouble, like my boss.
Tim.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think the rat is?
There's no rat. It was just proper business procedures. There was no rat in the entire mix of this whole thing.
So, JD, there's a rat among us.
Apparently.
And you think it's Jared?
That's my
your first guess, right?
First guess.
You really like this Jared guy, don't you?
Oh, did you hear her?
Oh, here we go.
JD attacks Jared.
No, really. The guy is a good-looking guy, and JD hates him.
And 1 week later, Howard's staff rat remains anonymous.
Wheels, you're on the air in Bristol, Pennsylvania.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
Hey, Wheels.
I was calling about this whole thing with Ronnie and Rick's. I was always wondering, like, all these young guys hang out with him. Do you think it would be the same affection for him if he wasn't connected to the strip club?
Well, I mean, I think that's Ronnie's cachet.
But, I mean, the guys like Ronnie.
Yeah, the guys like hanging out with him.
Yeah, no, Ronnie's a fun guy to hang out with.
I know, he seems like fun to party with and all, but I think this is what...
Yeah, by the way, this whole rat thing, like, I couldn't even remember what it was that what the rat supposedly talked about, but then I remembered.
Yeah, I forgot too.
Yeah, the whole thing was, the way I work from home is we have a little group of guys who all write for the show. And basically the guys who write for the show are like me, Fred, Sal, Richard, and Benji. That's the group. So what happened was we named the group Guys, G-U-Y-S, and we write to each other. So then, like, Doug Goodstein from Howard TV started saying, you got to put us in Guys so we know what's going on. Howard TV needs to know what's going on. I go, well, really, why, though? I announce what's going on. No, it puts us in the loop. We can plan ahead. If you guys are planning to do something, we can have an astronaut costume for it. I said, okay, that makes sense to me. So I put a couple of the guys from Howard TV in this Guys group. Then other people, like JD said to me, hey, I can contribute. We put them in Guys. So now there's probably about 30, 40 people in Guys.
30 or 40?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it kind of worked. Like you wouldn't believe it. Like Scott the engineer sends me a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like he reads the paper a lot. He goes to these weird websites and finds a lot of interesting things we actually end up talking about on the show. So it makes sense. There's a lot of contributors there.
Richie Wilson, I noticed.
Richie Wilson's you.
Yeah.
Richie sends me tons of stuff, and it's always good. And
So you don't want to cut down the guys?
Well, no. I mean, because people contribute in different ways. So then what happened was we get an email that Ronnie was at Rick's Cabaret with Pete. And medicated Pete?
An intern.
The intern. So one of the people on the guys list read this thing and said, uh-oh, called up Ronnie, said, hey, I just read a piece of email that came in. And Ronnie, there might be a problem because you were there with an intern and Pete and this and that and the other thing. So I got a little miffed because I said, well, wait a second. If you guys are going to read the Guys thing and to go report to people what it says in my Guys, I gotta stop that because I don't want it reported on. Am I explaining this accurately?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfectly.
So I got pissed off and I said to Ronnie, okay, who told you, which guy from my group told you this? And he goes, well, I can't tell. I don't want to rat him out. He was just trying to help me. So Then I said to Ronnie, well, aren't you loyal to me? Shouldn't I know who the rat is? And then Ronnie got so defensive and worried about it, it was driving him crazy. Meanwhile, if the guy who had told Ronnie had just walked in and said, hey, listen, I'm sorry, but I thought that Ronnie was doing something wrong. I had to alert him.
Right.
And I won't do it again. But the guy who told Ronnie got really scared. And he told Ronnie, don't give me up because I'll lose my job.
Because now he thought he was in danger.
He thought he was in danger. So everything got really scary around here.
I know exactly who it is now.
So then Ronnie wouldn't tell the name.
Right.
And I told Ronnie, you're being disloyal to me. You got to tell me. Meanwhile, I don't even know that I cared that much. I just thought the whole thing was funny.
Yeah, it was funny because it was like a prison thing.
Yeah, so everything got really crazy. So I said to Ronnie goes, this is crazy. This guy should come forward on his own. Why do I have to do this?
Right, Ronnie's fallen on the sword. The guy should come up and say, I am Spartacus.
Right, so meanwhile, Ronnie was saying, look, I'm not going to give up the guy's name. I'm no rat. But meanwhile, he kind of forced the guy to...
Well, that's what he said. The guy, he needs to come in and step up and take the weight.
Which Ronnie was right. Because Ronnie was going to have a nervous breakdown over this.
Yeah, Ronnie was not handling it well.
Ronnie was on the wrap-up show saying he was quitting his job. I was like, what are you, crazy?
He was saying he was going to quit?
Yeah.
He
said, that's it. I'm leaving. I can't take it anymore. Everything's coming down on me.
Why is he so...
I don't know.
Drama queen.
I don't know. He was being a drama queen. Very good word.
You can't have any fun with him.
So I was about to leave here on Thursday, and...
the rat stepped up?
Well, came to me shaking, like really upset. Like I would stay on the verge of tears. And I was just like, oh, this is too crazy. I just want to get the fuck out of here.
Come on, that would have been great for the air.
Oh, my God. I was just like, I just want to get out of here. Now I got to hear this. Like, I wanted to leave.
Who was it?
Well, wait. I'm going to be in a rush. You got 10 hours to kill. So I go. I didn't even want to deal with it. So I go, listen, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
I don't even care. I said, the only thing I'm pissed off is now Ronnie feels good and the whole controversy ends. The wrap-up show was doing shows on this. The Superfan Roundtable was doing shows. Ralph did a whole thing about who they think the rat is, their top 5 picks.
Oh, who were their top 5
Oh, my
picks?
God, so many different picks.
And were they anywhere close?
I don't want to say because that'll give it away.
Oh, stop.
So anyway,
you're telling me you're not going to tell me who
Wait
this
a second.
is?
I want to talk it over with you. So I'm standing there, and the guy, and you know what? I love this guy. He didn't mean anything bad by it. And I told him, don't worry. I'm not taking away your job. I don't take away anybody's job.
He was never in fear of losing his job.
No.
There was no...
But he was.
He was about to lose his place on the guys list.
Well,
that's all.
He thought he was out of a job because...
But you never threatened that.
He thought he was out of a job if he came forward.
You never fire anybody.
I know. Fire him. I'm like a jury. I feel bad for the guy.
Bunch of pussies.
Yeah. Bunch of pussies. Go ahead. Say it louder. Don't whisper it. Right.
All right.
Even now, coming up and ratting himself out in secret.
Well, I went home and then I said, shit, I wish I had had more time to deal with it. Because at least I would have sat the guy down on the couch and say, look, man, I'm not taking you off the guys list, but can you cut the fucking shit? You know what I mean? Like, don't be the police around here. If you're going to be able to read my confidential writings and stuff we planned for the show, you can't be blabbing to people about it. But I just wanted to get out. So I go, listen, I'm not firing you. I'm not mad at you. Just don't do it again. Goodbye. And I left.
Faggot!
But then as the weekend went on, I got more and more, you know.
Well, fire him now. No.
So anyway, I don't even know. Who do you think it is, by the way?
Brian Phelan.
Now, what made you say that?
I just think he's really a good friend of Ronnie's.
Go ahead.
I'm sure he's on the list, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
And and I think he'd be the kind of guy who would say, "Oh my God, I'm going to lose my job."
From
and,
Howard TV.
He's got a family and the whole thing, and I think he'd be the kind of guy who'd be really freaked out and scared.
But I think that feeling would go away after 2 Schlitzes.
Right. Who do you think it is, Artie?
Me, again, God, this is hard because the person I'm going to say I do like, but I think it might have been Doug Goodstein.
Goodstein?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
I think because Doug is a guy. He's a good guy, and he knows how to produce the show, and he knows how this show operates. And I think he
is that type.
He's the kind of guy who will. He's not as bad as like a stuttering John, but I think Doug knows you very well. And he knows what could create something fun. And I think Ronnie and Doug have a bond a little bit. And it was interesting to me how Ronnie was so loyal to the guy.
Right.
So,
I'll tell you why.
You think he wouldn't be that loyal to Brian
Well,
Phelan?
I'll tell you why Robin is wrong off the bat, because I do remember this. Brian Phelan's not on Guys.
Oh, okay. So he's
Right.
not. That's what. Then you should
Right.
have said that. He's not on Guys.
Now, I just got to note, the whole back office thinks it's Tim.
No, it's not Tim.
How do you know?
Because he made a real issue of saying it was not him, and I think he doesn't lie.
Well, by the way, everyone around here has made a real issue of saying it wasn't them.
You know what? And now that Artie says Doug Goodstein, Doug is the one person who didn't say he didn't do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying, first of all, it would be really surprising if a middle management guy in a corporation lied, Robin. You're right. But I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not nothing against Doug. If I had to say it, I would think Doug might be, he might think that was funny to create and do it.
I would, now look.
And he's on Guys.
Who do the guy, Howard TV has a collective thought. Who do you guys think it is?
We think it's Jared.
Jared.
Oh, but I thought Jared had been cleared.
Jared's been cleared.
Robin, enough with the... Who are you? Was that Flea Bailey, for Christ's sake?
Very nervous the past couple of days, pacing around, very interested in this topic, so we think it's who it is.
You think that's him?
He might have been worried if his Halloween costume was going to fit properly.
What about, what did you think it was, Gary?
Well, I'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, you know, I think.
In the office, the guys have photographs of everybody, and they've been moving them around all day long. Well, like first it was Tim was up, but then Jared moved in front, and then at one point Doug Hurwitz, who does our website, was moved up to number 3. He was a big suspect because it was also like one of the theories was whoever did it must be a guy who likes to go to strip clubs but doesn't really have the entree to get in.
Right.
So maybe trying to get in Ronnie's good graces, and so they're moving everything around. But before,
I would like the guy to just walk in here and man up.
I'm going to tell you that I had a conversation with the person on Thursday morning.
Right.
We were talking about a lot of things. It was a very sort of serious conversation. And it was one of those weird moments where within it, the person admitted it to me without even knowing it.
Yeah. You said he was like Fredo.
You know the scene of Godfather 2 where Fredo goes, me and Johnny Ola were here when they're in Cuba. And Michael goes, oh, my God. That was the moment for me. I'm staring at this person. I'm going, this person just told me they're the person, and I don't think they know that.
That's why it's great to be a police officer. I talk to cops all the time, and they tell me when they got a guy in the station house, if they just leave him there long enough and let him talk, they all sort of give you the clue.
That's why they ask you the story over and over and over again. That's why when they say, there were discrepancies in the story, it's because each time you nutcases tell it different.
Well, because I think we weren't talking about that.
Well, there's the suspect list.
Let's
Who's the lead?
So
Dan, the song parody man, is number...
He's number 2.
Number
so
2.
It's Tim.
Tim is number 1.
Dan, and they go down. Then Doug is number 3.
And
Sal's number 4. Then go down. Then it was Richie Wilson. There's Doug Hurwitz. It's the only picture we have of him. Then there was Benji and Joe Jordan.
All right. Now,
Benji.
Does the guy want to come in and just get it over with?
So it's nobody in here, is what you're saying. It's not Benji.
I don't think it's Joe Jordan.
No, it's nobody in here. You thought it was Artie, huh?
I'm not on guys.
You are. Believe it or not, you are. It's just that you don't have a computer.
Oh, I'll get one, man. Sorry.
I looked at the list. Artie's on it. But
He's had 50 computers, never turned them on.
I better be on.
If the guy doesn't want to come in, I guess he doesn't have to. But if he wants to just get it over with, I think he should. I'm recommending he does.
Who? Come in?
Yeah, I think he should come in.
For years.
You haven't talked this over with him.
No, I haven't. And if he doesn't want to come in, I'll respect it.
For years, I thought it was Alexander Haig.
Why leave every one of your coworkers under suspicion?
Is he coming? Yeah. He is. All right, here he is, the man of the hour. There he is.
Come on in. There's nobody there.
He left?
Pussied out.
I saw a guy walking down the hallway that was it, and then they just made a left turn.
You know it was it? You know it was the guy? You know who it is. Oh, okay.
How do you know who it is? Oh, because the guy Fredoed.
The guy Fredo told me.
All right, so maybe he's uncomfortable coming in.
Get in here.
You got to make him come in.
Not going to be fired. It was no big deal. He did it out of...
What is he scared about now?
I don't know, but maybe he's not comfortable with it.
This is so silly.
I don't want to give anybody a nervous breakdown.
There's no threat, and nothing happened bad. You were trying to help out a friend. It was no big deal.
Seriously, I don't hold any animosity toward this person. I
It was
told him
actually a great thing you did.
And I've already
Only
forgotten.
bad for programming.
And I have already forgotten again what he did.
No, I understood why he did it. He thought Ronnie had done something wrong. He did it with the best of intentions.
That's right.
I don't think he did anything wrong. I said, just don't do it again. Just check with me first.
See, my theory on Goodstein is not that he thought Ronnie did something wrong, that I think he thought it would create this. Doug knows the show well.
Oh, no. It was nothing like that.
That was my theory with Doug.
Scott DePace couldn't have done this. He
No.
I'm just saying, you would fess up.
He actually confessed, but he turned out it wasn't him. He was one of those guys that likes to get credit for bad things.
He turns himself in for every crime.
Yeah, he turns himself.
shot Kennedy.
Come on. Oh, I'm like
It's
looking
not
at
happening.
the door. Not happening. The guy doesn't want to fess up.
Well, maybe not. Maybe later. Let him think it over.
I don't understand how this could be such a big deal.
No.
Hey, what about Jim McClure? Is he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is he on, guys?
Starting to think about that little fucker.
What happened?
First of all, I'm wrong.
Oh, you are wrong?
Yeah.
You don't know who it is then.
I do now.
But who did you think it was?
Tim.
You thought it was Tim?
Tim and I were in a meet. Tim and I were talking. He said to me while we're talking, he goes, we were just talking about being here in general, how sometimes we're all by ourselves, how we're like sort of a family. It was like a really nice, heavy conversation. And he goes, listen, we all got to watch each other's backs. He goes, that's why I called Howard about that thing. And I go, whoa. Tim just said, because that's why I called Ronnie. That's what he said to me.
Yeah.
So now I'm
He
thinking
called
Jared
Ronnie
again.
after the fact.
Right. But he's so. All right.
We knew that about
But
him.
I think that
during the break, I'll talk to. Don't say any more. During the
You
break,
know who it is now.
Don't even write to me.
No, you need to.
I know it already. I don't want
to. I'm not writing who it is. I'm writing something you need to know.
I know. That's what I know. I know. I got it.
Does that have any bearing on the case?
Yes. Maybe later. Let him take some time.
Come on. Let me just go over this.
There's nothing going on.
Let me go over the events again. An email was sent to JD.
No.
No, what happened?
Oh, yeah. An email was sent to JD. JD put it on guys for me to read.
So someone was at the strip club and saw Ronnie cavorting with an intern.
Right.
Then,
a male intern.
A male intern. Right, exactly. I'm sorry.
Cavorting?
Well, whatever. He was hanging around with him.
Right.
And then sent that to JD because he thought Ronnie did something wrong, knowing JD and Ronnie have a thing, and maybe JD would tell you that.
I'm not even sure that it was wrong.
There was nothing wrong with
they
what
were
he
just
did.
recounting the events of the evening.
Right.
Okay.
But because
Like a
it
police
was an
report.
intern situation, they thought it might be sensitive.
Right.
Howard, how did you find out about it? You just saw it on Guys?
I don't know. I forgot already.
JD sent it to Guys,
Yeah,
and Howard
he
read
sent it to all of us.
But there's another big conversation going on aside
How
from
did I find out about it?
aside from who the leak is. This has been
I'm
going
not
on.
even sure this is interesting anymore.
I think it is. It is.
You will find out the leak by the end of the show.
Howard, you know it hasn't been.
Well, what do you want from me, Wheels?
Where you going? Just sit down and get my 500 ready.
But Howard, there's an interesting conversation
Fuck you, Artie, you prick.
There's an interesting conversation going on in the back office that got reignited later on in the week, which is, do you think it was a dicky move for JD to send that out to guys?
No.
Because a lot of guys think it was sort of like...
No.
That's what Ronnie was angry about with JD.
Well, a lot of people back there sort of agree to sort of say, like, you could have just sent it to you or not sent it to everybody or not sent it at all.
All right, listen.
But he, in JD's defense now, he said he called
JD did the right thing.
Tracy to make sure that it was okay to put it on guys.
This is mail that is really sent into the show. Anything interesting should be given to me. I can't read through every letter. So if a guy sees something I don't see, he should send it to me. That's the end of that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything so bad.
No. When you found out, did it surprise you who it was? Did his judgment surprise you?
No, because I think actually there was some intelligence behind it, believe it or not. Like, in other words, he didn't think he was doing the wrong thing.
Oh, it's JD?
JD, you want to say it was you?
I said that.
JD reported himself.
No, if I felt it was that serious of a situation, I would have only sent it to you.
I know that.
Okay, I'm just saying the reason I sent it to guys was because in the email it said there were like cameras there and stuff. I thought like Howard TV might have been there too.
You did nothing wrong.
Okay, I'm just
this whole
explaining.
thing is blown out of proportion.
Why I sent out the guys. That's all. Okay, thank you.
All right, goodbye.
Now I'm leaving.
Leave. Leave as quickly as you can. Now,
Would
anyway.
the rat please walk in?
During the commercial, I'll talk to the rat.
You're going to talk to the rat?
I'll talk to the rat.
Hey, can me, Rob, and Fred, and Benji get blindfolded and try to ask the rat questions?
Yes.
I'll let you ask a rat.
Are you in music?
Wheels, you'll have the answer.
All right, and tell Will I'll help him out. I'll be a donor if he wants.
All right.
Later, fellas.
That's nice of you, Wheels. Thank you.
Good guess, Robin. Good guess. Close.
I can see you worrying.
I'm sweating my ass off.
Brian, it's not you?
No, I know who it is, though.
Oh, you do?
I do know. I do know.
So, Brian, Robin...
Yeah, Robin thought it was me. Robin thought it was me. I do have a friendship with Ronnie, but I am not on guys. So, I am clear. I got cleared of all charges. So.
That bummed you out that Robin thought it was you?
I thought it was weird that she did. It didn't bum me out, but I thought it was weird that I was like, wow, I got picked out of the lineup. But no, I'm okay with it. I'm just happy to be announced.
Hey, man, so we're getting pretty close to figuring out who this rat is.
So, what do you want from me?
Is this taking any weight off of your shoulders?
I don't know. Is it?
Well, it must be because you don't have to hide. You don't have to hide this person anymore.
Okay.
That doesn't make you feel better?
He was giving out
Yeah.
tickets.
Not having to lie to your boss?
I didn't lie. I just
Well,
didn't. I just didn't fucking answer. I didn't lie. Don't tell me I lied.
Do you care?
Never lied.
Well, you're withholding the truth.
I didn't lie. I never answered. So how could I be lying? Huh?
All right.
How could I be lying?
All right, fine. You're right.
I'm right.
You're
You know I'm fucking right.
withholding
You
the
know?
truth, though.
That's not lying, dude.
All right, you're right. I'm telling you, you're right.
That's protecting someone. That's all it is. I'm not lying.
That doesn't mean it's right, though.
Doesn't mean it's wrong. Okay?
Yeah, but if you were in court,
Don't try and twist my fucking words now, pal.
if you were in a court of law,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
wouldn't be that's not acceptable.
What do you mean it's not
You
acceptable?
have to tell the truth.
I did tell the truth. I told the truth. I'm not telling. That's the truth.
I wasn't saying this to hurt Doug. They asked me a question, and I think Doug knows how the show operates. And I think my theory was he thought it would create what it's become, which is a fun thing for them to talk about on the Stern Fan Network. Besides my liver, so I don't know. Now talking to Doug, I don't know. He's pretty good with this bullshit. Maybe I don't know. And now that I know it was just an axe to grind, I no longer think it's Doug. My number one person, I can't say because I don't know enough about the situation. All I know is I'd like to go to Rick's and come 5 times. Hey, now, what's going on with you, Scott? Who do you think? You're making all these crazy...
What? Make fun of my shirt so you can make
the
Scott
shirt.
happy. Yeah.
Well, that's another issue.
Look at that fucking piece of garbage, though. This is nice shirt.
My thing is, it fits. Yours are. You're under the illusion.
Cum-filled buttons.
They're called westerns.
Yeah.
See, if I made fun of
God,
Scott,
first of all, wait a
I'm
minute,
desensitized to Scott's shit clothes at this point.
Did the guys at wait, get Ganji?
That's a shirt.
Did the guys at Howard? Are you guys shooting a western?
Yes.
Like what is going on?
See, this is Brokeback Mountain. If you put us together.
It's Brokeback Mountain. All right.
These guys are gay.
But that's really ugly. At least mine's like fashionable.
If you were wearing a shirt,
This is fashionable.
if you were wearing a shirt of David Wright blowing a guy on the '69 Mets, it would be less gay.
Why is this gay? Explain what is gay about it.
You know what? Compared to your sneakers, that looks like something Steve McQueen would wear.
This actually probably is something.
What were you in prison?
Yeah, they took my laces away, so I don't hang myself.
The rat's going in.
All right. If you were listening early, I gave you a whole big explanation about this with Ronnie, and he was told something through my email, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go through the whole explanation. If you're not up on the story, who did you think the rat was, Robin?
Well, I originally thought it was Brian, but then he's not in the guy group.
Right.
So I have switched my vote to Doug Goodstein.
All right. Oh, there's Artie.
Artie's the
Artie,
rat?
who did you say? Artie's the rat. Artie, who did you say it was? Just talk right there.
All right.
Well, who did you say?
I said it was Doug Goodstein.
Right, okay.
That was my guy.
Fred, did you ever give an opinion?
I never gave an opinion on it, and mine's biased because one of the things that I read in the email, someone claims that Ronnie made a slip during the wrap-up show and said she. So
you
I don't
picked up
know.
on that.
I'm already biased.
Okay.
Well, who could she be?
I heard that, and I still think it's Doug Goodstein.
He's girly, you're saying?
I don't know.
Well, out in the hall, they were saying they for sure still think it's Jarrett.
Well, anyway, come on in, rat. Who I told you I'm not mad at. There he is, Jared.
It was Jarrett!
It was Jared.
After I defended him?
Yep.
And you'll still defend him.
Yeah.
Jared was really upset on Thursday, came to me, manned up and said, listen, I'm shaky. He was shaky. I thought the guy was close to tears. I said, listen, Jared, get a fucking grip on yourself. First of all, if you start crying, I'm going to punch you.
Wow.
And then I said, secondly, I don't care. I said, listen, just don't let it happen again. Don't read the email, and give it a... But he didn't do anything malicious. No. And you should have come in right away and said it was you.
All right. So first off, the thing that I object to is I wasn't trying to be a rat. I was trying to protect Ronnie.
Right.
It wasn't actually your guys list that I read this from. JD emailed Tim his Sirius account, which I go through to make sure that Tim is following up on some emails that are executionable.
Right.
So I noticed this, and I talk to Ronnie usually once a week just about things going on with the company, checks, things like that. And I mentioned to him in passing that I saw that there was a chance there could be an HR issue with there being an intern out because this company is very sensitive about protecting their interns.
Right.
And I wanted to make sure that he didn't bring an intern out.
That's my point. You should have just said, you should come in that morning and said, hey, Howard, I made sure that I was worried about Ronnie, and I made sure that he wasn't doing anything wrong.
When all of a sudden it started getting, explosive at 6:15 or 6:30 in the morning.
That's when you began the cover-up.
Well, I got nervous that I just caused a serious issue with, a confidential email, and I was just trying to help Ronnie out that come Monday he wasn't blindsided by the company and the HR, not the show.
Now, part of the cover-up was you yelled at JD on the wrap-up show for even accusing you of being
Yeah,
the
you
rat.
actually came to your own defense and said that was wrong to immediately label you.
You're like Nixon.
Because I thought the best way to deal with this was just to, I was hoping that it would just go away and that, I was able to help Ronnie and that was it. And when it started to snowball and being a bigger issue, that, you thought that there was a security issue here and Ronnie was getting hung out to dry, I spoke to Ronnie and said, at the end of the week, I'm going to talk to people off the air, you and Tim, and explain that, it wasn't malicious. and I wasn't trying to throw JD under the bus. And when Ronnie got upset with JD, that wasn't my intention. My intention was to
but I'm saying you put yourself through a lot of stress.
I did.
You should have just come out right away and said, listen, I did it. I didn't do it to be mean or malicious, and now I understand. I'm not supposed to talk about the email to other people.
And Monday morning, when Robin came to my defense, and I think, Fred may have, I felt even worse, and it started to really wear on me that I knew that I was, going to have to talk about this, and I wanted to talk to you guys off the air first so you understood.
Do you owe JD an apology?
I did apologize to him about yelling at him on Monday afternoon, I think it was.
Right.
That, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. I just jumped to,
When do I get my apology?
I'm sorry, Robin. I'm sorry. Thank you for defending me, and I'm sorry. And
Never again.
When do I get my invite to the bar's Halloween party?
And yes, I'll apologize to JD.
Now, Tim had even said to him, you went to Tim for counseling, right?
Yeah.
And Tim said,
this is so silly.
Tim said, this is what you get for what? I forget what he said. I never know what Tim
his
said.
Counseling was,
No.
this is
He
what
said
you get?
this is what you get when you try and help too many people, because I was trying to protect Ronnie from a bigger issue that I thought may occur.
Right. All right. Now, from now on, I'm going to leave you on the guys list.
I'm not on the guys list.
You're not. Okay.
I'm not. And this email wasn't about the guys list. It was sent from JD first to Tim's serious email.
You're the only one not on the guys list.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I never even.
All right,
read
I'm going to put you on the guys list.
Thank you.
Give him my spot.
All right.
I never read it on that.
Here's the thing. So whenever you read something, just come to me or Tim. In fact, go to Tim. Don't bother me.
I won't bother you.
I'm busy.
I sorry to bother you on Thursday as well.
Okay, no problem.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
The guys at TV want to know, after Jared came out of the studio that day, he vehemently denied it and then threatened JD. They thought it's a funny video clip if you want to see it.
Yeah, let me see that. This is Jared covering up his...
Boy, oh boy.
Right.
The scumbag. JD's the absolute bottom of the earth. He's the white gook you get in between your fucking mouth. That's JD. And, he had absolutely no factual evidence for this. He just felt like throwing my name out there. So, fuck JD.
Do you have any idea who this might be?
I honestly haven't put too much thought into it because it happened and I didn't think anything of it. So I didn't even think who the rat is. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to think about it because it's not my problem. The only problem is that JD's little, rat that tries to start shit.
So in the past, you've always tried to have been civil with JD. Is that totally
I've always
gone now?
been civil with JD. And
You are
now
really
I will
good.
Go out of my way to
Boy,
fuck with
I don't
JD.
know if I
That's,
trust
I've been
anything
here
you
for 4
say
years,
from now on.
You are a good liar.
Yeah, look at you. You got a whole scenario going here.
You should run for office.
This is the part where he says he's going to go out of his way to fuck with JD.
Really? Oh, go ahead. Let me hear that.
He's in his mind that, I'm doing things. Now I'm going to actually do things to him because he's a little shit. And clearly he can't mind his own fucking business. He's got to start shit on his own. So I'm gonna really fucking show him, what it is that I can do to be arrogant and an asshole.
You remind me of those guys who kill their wives, but then they get them on TV and they go, "I want my wife back."
Right.
Hey, if I start doing drugs again, can you give me lying lessons?
Yeah,
absolutely.
You did a good cover-up.
And not only that, now I remember him coming in here and vehemently denying it here and yelling at JD. And now
I didn't come in. I called him.
Well, Colden, you were on our airwaves saying to everybody that you were definitely not the rat.
But my whole belief system's off now. I don't even know if that was him.
In hindsight, yes, I should have come clean right
All right. Well, listen, you learned your lesson, and that's
Ronnie
good enough.
lied for you.
He did, and I appreciate that, and I felt horrible. And
although Ronnie did crack in a sense because he made you come forward. Like you never would have come forward. Ronnie forced you forward.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He couldn't take it anymore.
So
Jared
you're
got
all right with your lying.
But I didn't think
he was good at it.
I didn't think. I thought this would go away, and it was a bigger issue. I thought it would become a bigger issue that it was discussed. Then that it was discussed that there was an HR policy and all that. I thought that was the bigger issue.
I was mad you came forward because I was going to do lie detectors next and everything and find you out.
Yeah, you shooed me away.
Yeah, I was wondering if you would have passed the lie detector test. That would have been good.
Are you
probably
attracted
could have.
Are you attracted to me, Howard Stern?
Well, Jared, all right. Good enough. I'm glad you came forward, and now you understand when something like this happens. Just admit it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
this
that.
is not the kind of place where something bad is going to happen to you.
I barely fire anyone ever.
Yeah, but I understand this situation. If a guy's afraid he's going to get fired over something that seems sort of simple, that might be the right lie to tell in life. I don't know.
I was more concerned with, breaking Tim's trust, because Tim right off the bat stepped up for me because he knew that I wouldn't, I wasn't trying to be malicious and throw someone under the bus. In my head, I was trying to protect Ronnie, and I didn't realize further down the line what the consequences would be.
Right.
That you all of a sudden thought that there was a leak, that there were people not being loyal, that Ronnie wasn't being loyal to you. And from my perspective, I saw it
Look,
as...
there are no real big secrets here.
Yeah, believe me. If you read those notes, I only wish something secretive would happen in there. All right, thank you, Jared.
Jared,
there it is.
Jared, one more question. Did you ever give Rodney a touch up?
When did you confess to Tim? At what point in the saga?
Last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
When? Same day as me, or earlier?
Yeah, I think it was the same day. Well, I talked to you on Thursday?
Yeah.
Then yeah, Thursday.
You confessed Thursday.
Yeah.
Was Tim shocked?
Yeah.
He was.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Were you polite enough to wait till he detoxed? His detox
Oh,
was
I
over?
would see now. The real good footage would have been when he first fessed up, and just how difficult that was for him.
There's a theory now going around in the back office that they think Jared is now covering for Tim. I saw Jared. I'm telling you, I spoke to Jared on Thursday. He didn't look like he was covering.
I'll tell you, I may be a good liar there, but I wasn't lying. I know. Tim, the last thing Tim, when everyone started accusing Tim, if there's one thing I know about Tim is he would never ever do anything to cause you to distrust him.
I understand. All right, Jared. Thank you. We now know you are
But
the
what
rat.
was Tim's advice to that's what happens to you when you try to protect too many people or something?
No. He said, I got myself into this because I was, trying to please too many people.
Oh, I see.
And
You're
Jared-
a people pleaser, are you?
Jared works for Tim, and a lot of people are saying, "Who the fuck is this Jared?" Jared works for Tim.
Jared's the abs.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
One more question. Jared, are you mad? Everyone's sending me notes. Are you mad at High Pitch Mike for taking those pictures of you in the Chippendales outfit?
I am.
Why?
Because the only reason he knew that I was up there, I don't promote where I bartend. I don't want to ever, there's two separate things. I make income on the side because, I want to supplement my income here.
In other words, nobody pays you here. Go ahead.
Yeah. Read between the lines.
No, that's not true. Tim,
Oh, you want to be a bartender.
I invited people here from the show to come up to the bar because, I'll throw them some free drinks every now and then. And I invited Mike to do so. He asked me if he had to wear a costume. I told him that, he didn't have to, but I was going to. And I explained to him when he asked me what my costume was. I told him not to come up to take pictures. I told him, it wasn't about that. I don't want that to become part of my, corporate persona. And he was the only person that did it the entire time. No one in the bar took pictures.
Well,
no
he's
one knows.
gay, and he liked what he saw.
But he only walked into the bar for 3 minutes.
Right.
I gave him a drink. He took pictures. He walked out.
Oh, yeah. So
That was it? He just came to take pictures?
all he did was take pictures.
What did he do with
wow.
those pictures? Oh, my God.
do you think he beat off to him?
Of course he did.
Jesus.
Oh, Jared, I'm your wife.
Oh.
Well, he has a picture in his office of his head on my body.
Wow.
In his office.
All right. So you asked him not to post the pictures, and he did. And now did they take them down?
I asked him not to take them. I spoke to Jason and Ganji and asked them not to put them up in the show. I just don't want these ending up on the internet.
Well, I'm glad I didn't show up at the bar because I would have taken pictures.
You're worried about your future. You know, you want to be seen as an executive.
HR could Google you when you get interviewed, and all of a sudden they got pictures of me.
Fair
and
enough.
Chippendales.
All right,
It's
Jared.
great that in this sea of misfits, he's worried about his corporate persona.
It's great.
You got to get out of here now.
Thanks, Jared.
Take a look
All right.
over here.
There he is, Jared, who has come clean now, and now he feels better. Look, he's walking around all happy again.
So Amanda told the truth.
I did.
How do you think it turned out?
I think it went better than I thought it was going to go.
What did you think was going to happen when, even last week when it was real heated? How did you think this was going to turn out?
I thought I was going to be fired from this company.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you have worst case scenarios that are running through your head, and in my head, I thought, now that people wouldn't trust me and they would think that, I can't deal with confidential information, and that's not the case because I deal with it on a daily basis. And, I was just trying to help Ronnie out.
So Jared manned up
Yeah.
and admitted
Yeah.
that he was indeed the leak.
Uh-huh.
Are you glad he did this? He came clean?
Whatever.
You don't care?
What do I care? I'm not the rat.
Yeah, but you were hiding the truth.
Whatever.
You were protecting us.
Yeah, so?
Doesn't that feel good that you don't have to do that now? You don't have to worry about maybe slipping or holding the truth from people?
Slipping? I wouldn't have slipped.
I don't think he did it with any maliciousness. And I said on the wrap-up show that when the leak comes out, it's going to depend on who it is and what reasoning they have for doing it. And, you know, if somebody like, say, Jason did it, or if Richie Wilson did it, whose really only agenda was to, you know, just tell a friend, that would be more of a breach than it was for Jared, who's in a position to say, you know, to see the overall thing, what's going on here. As far as, you know, he did it more about business.
There's none of malice bone in his body, so he was just trying to help Roddy out and trying to do something that just give him a heads up, and it turned into a whole rigmarole here. But, you know, it came out in the end, and it always does. And he now knows that if he knows something, they'll, you know, to reveal it immediately.
Like 9/11, I don't think we're hearing the whole story here. I think there's more. I bet there were calls placed to Tim that we don't know about. You know, not everything's adding up. I don't see why Jared would take it upon himself to read one of Tim's emails and act on it alone. Jared's not a lone wolf. He's not. He's needy. He needs you know, he needs his peers to appreciate him and give him a pat on the back and all that stuff. So I don't buy the lone wolf theory. I think Tim was in cahoots the entire time. If Tim wasn't the actual person who started it, then I believe Tim was involved in a cover-up from the beginning. And look, until we could put a commission together to study this, we just have to take Jared's word for it. And we all found out today that Jared's word doesn't mean much.
Do you think this is going to hurt you now around here, like your credibility?
I initially did. I think that, you know, it was explained right. It was explained as to my thought process behind it, and I hope that that's not the case.
Are you glad that he came clean?
Whatever. It's cleared his head. I'm happy.
Did it do anything for you?
Took me off the hook here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm getting at. So you're happy about that?
I could care less. I don't care.
You know, people said, oh, Clinton's a liar. And I'm like, well, when he did something that had nothing to do with his job, he fucking lied to keep his job. So there are some people who will say he's a liar. There's some people who will say I understand why he lied. So I think I know him well enough where it doesn't bother me, but it might bother others.
Yeah, I'm actually glad I'm holding this knife, because this is what I felt was stuck in my back today.
Are you hurt by this?
I'm a little hurt. I am a little hurt. He lied to our faces, just like straight up, outright. I had a full conversation with him on Friday where I actually did a horrible thing and accused our program director of being the rat. And he just sat there and just kind of nodded along, denied I got angry at JD about being a rat.
Are you going to be able to trust him again?
Well, I mean, he's been covering up that he's not a homosexual for so long. Now I see that that's in fact the truth he is. Yeah, I mean, he's hanging out with High Pitch Mike and he has his shirt off on weekends. You be the judge. You know what I'm saying? And he's a Mets fan on top of everything else.
What's going to happen with you and JD?
I immediately apologized to JD shortly after my tirade on Monday. I went to his office and I spoke to him and said, you know, I'm sorry for snapping at you. Didn't mean to do that. So I think things are fine. I mean, it's going to go back to I'm polite to JD and JD ignores me. So.
Did you get that? Oh, I got that. JD, so
yes,
you knew all along.
Well, I didn't fully know, but I had a pretty good hunch, and you know.
So you weren't surprised when he came clean?
No, but you know, it was my hunch, and I made the accusation, which, you know, without having fully, you know, solid evidence, but it's just.
So I guess you can understand why he got so mad at you, because you didn't have any facts. You were just.
Yes, and also I was right, and he had to cover his tracks or whatever. I don't know. So I can't blame him.
Well, as we just saw, he gave you a hug.
Yes.
I assume he apologized to you.
Yeah. Yes.
Are things going to be okay with you guys now?
Yes, I mean, as okay as, they are. Sure.
Do you hold any, bad feelings now towards him because of this situation? Because he got so angry at you?
No, I'm just trying to... I just want everything to be okay again. That's all I want. And so, I'll just put this in the past and just keep moving forward.
What are you making a federal case out of it for? It's done. I know it's a slow TV day, but, give it a rest already.
I'm here at the Howard Stern Show. Ooh, it's my first time. Very excited. And I'm here to promote my new show, talk show coming up on Fox. Premieres November 7th at 11 o'clock. Called the Wanda Sykes Show.
And Wanda, what do you expect going in there for the first time?
What was that?
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just the usual, Howard. Just gonna get all in my business.
All right. Well, good luck.
Wanda Sykes is very excited about the Wanda Sykes Show. I believe it's a sitcom.
No, it's a talk show.
Oh, very funny woman. Very controversial. She used to be married to a dude.
I didn't know she was ever married to a dude.
A couple of years. That must have been torture for her. There's Wanda right now coming in the room. Look at her.
How are you?
Hey, Wanda. Congratulations on your talk show. I thought you were doing a sitcom. I didn't even know it was a talk show.
No, a talk show. I can't do that sitcom thing. I'm on a sitcom. Yeah. The New Adventures of Old Christine. So that's my sitcom.
I didn't even know the New Adventures of Old... I'm out of it. The New Adventures of Old Christine was still on the air, but someone just said to me, no, it's really funny.
And it's a hit, yeah.
It's funny. If I wasn't on it, I would still watch it.
You would?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I'm serious. I would watch it.
Do you watch a lot of television? Do you like television?
I do, but I haven't been watching a lot of stuff lately. I'm into that new show, that Flash Forward.
Are you?
Show. Yeah.
I watched one episode. I wasn't sure about that. I have to go back.
I'm into that.
You're an extremely attractive woman. And people say to me sometimes, they go, Howard, you're an attractive woman. No. They say, Howard, you look better in real life than you do on television. Do people ever say that to you? And I find it insulting. Do you find that insulting?
People say that to me, and I do find it insulting.
It is
what does
insulting.
It mean
they say
exactly?
That to you.
But I find that. But I find that with you sitting here, I find you look very attractive.
Thank you. It's this morning.
Did you lose weight or something?
I just look bigger on TV.
You do,
I
right?
really do. I don't know what it is.
I'm looking you over.
HD is not my friend.
HD's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's our enemies as well.
Yes.
It's the enemy of everyone.
I know. With this HD, I look like not only was I slapped a yarmulke, but I was smacked in the head by a brick. Now, listen, this is
The
exciting.
yarmulke had a brick in it.
Somebody hit a brick in the yarmulke.
HD was made for Bar Raffaele.
That's right. I look very Jewy in HD. Listen to me. This is exciting for you, but I've got to go over
Very
Let's go over your life for a second.
Okay, let's do that.
I was shocked to learn that you were married to a man for many years.
Yes.
How many years? 5 years?
Yeah, 5. A little over 5 years.
That had to be torture. I mean, it's as if...
Wait a minute. Do you know that she knew that she had had a thing for women at that time?
You knew you
never
were
been
gay
asked.
when you married a guy.
You know what? I knew something was there, but this was like early on, and when I was a kid,
Right.
I knew something was going on. But I knew, it was like, hey, don't do that.
Right. Forbidden.
Yeah, forbidden.
It was just like touching yourself. You're not
Right,
supposed to do that
hey,
either.
don't do that.
I didn't know I loved
Hands
women
off.
until I didn't know I loved women until I banged the guy.
But my cousin, who is gay, I once said to him, "Did you ever make love to a woman?" And he goes, "Ugh, girls."
Wow.
But the point is,
But he knew early, and was sure.
listen, everybody knows early.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
so. I think people know early, but it's just whether you choose to go with it or just try to be normal.
So when
I
you had a
chose to be normal.
when you went to lived the so-called normal life, and you get in bed with this guy, you probably wanted to vomit. I mean, it had to be torture.
Now he's out there
it's
listening.
As if. Well, who cares?
But it's not like he was my first.
Right, but
Yeah.
okay, but I mean, but to get into a marriage and wear the white dress, I guess, and walk down the aisle and then have to go on the honeymoon and have sex with a dude, you had to be going insane. I mean, really.
Did you love the guy?
Yeah.
No,
And
you
so
didn't.
that
At
made it
time,
a
I
little
thought
bit.
I loved. Yeah, it was for what I thought love was. I would
Yeah.
say, I loved him.
But when he was doing you, you were thinking of women.
Well, he had a nice ass, so I guess I was maybe.
Right.
You know.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, it has to be torture for you. I can't imagine. That's like if someone said to me, okay, the norm is guys get married to guys.
Right.
And I want to fit in. So now I'm banging a guy. And I'm like, oh, my God, I want to be with a woman.
I don't fit in.
I don't fit in. But I got to.
Something's wrong.
But I got to fit in. Am I right or am I wrong?
It's like when you're doing it, it's you're like, well, this is the way it's supposed to be, and then you go, I had about enough of that. And then
was
it got
it
to the
never
point of
satisfying? I mean, did you never have
there were times when when it was. I mean, you just got to make certain moves, certain adjustments. I mean, come on, enough friction. It's gonna hit the spot
Something's gonna
eventually.
happen.
Something's gonna happen, right?
That's true.
Right?
Well, I had a friend who went out with a gay woman. We didn't know she was gay at the time. And he showed me his penis. The first time he had sex with her, his penis was black and blue.
Yes,
now, I'm talking about looked like it'd been in a car wreck. Because she was so dry, she did not want him inside of her, obviously. And he had trouble getting in, and I figured, boy, he doesn't know how to have sex. But then we found out years later she was a lesbian. You see?
There's women who aren't dry?
Well, I'll have that discussion with you later.
Artie's only been with lesbians.
You've never been with a woman who got wet?
You know, they say it's like a dry heat. It's like having sex with Arizona.
You were able to get wet?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
So maybe you're bi.
No.
No.
Like I said, enough friction, I think,
Where'd you grow up?
Virginia.
You know what story I love about you? It was when I remember you were. I don't remember the show, whether it was the Emmys or
It was one of those
Grammys.
award shows.
One of those award shows. And Bill Cosby sitting in the audience. Bill, good old Bill, who knows everything about comedy and the funniest guy in the world, right? Mm-hmm. So you're walking around and you're busting your balls to be funny,
right?
And you're doing your
looked
thing.
like you were excited to see him.
And you you go, hey, Bill Cosby, what's happening?
Yeah.
You know, and I forget the question you asked him. You said to him something like, "What's the reason for the success of the Cosby Show?" And he said, "We spoke English on my show."
Yeah.
In other words, putting you
down
for the way you speak.
Right. In the middle of an award show. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of an asshole moment for him. I thought.
A bit.
You know,
absolutely.
Because one thing, if he really cared, and wanted to give me some advice, you pull the person aside and do that.
Right.
You don't do
them.
you don't do that.
Right.
So.
But you recovered.
I recovered, and I was happy that it didn't. I didn't even absorb it at that moment. I didn't even know what happened. But when I got backstage, everybody was just like staring at me like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. What's wrong?" And it's like, "Oh, you'll find out."
Yeah.
And when I did, I'm like, "Wow, I'm glad I didn't, because I probably would have said something very
rude."
Nasty. Yeah.
That would have been good.
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck?
I never liked Cosby's pompous bullshit. I never liked him as
the Fat Albert. Come on.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's talking about Ebonics, Fat Albert. Please.
If Fat Albert was.
Abba, Eba. You know, what the fuck?
Yeah, remember that guy?
Yeah.
Hey-ba, Deba.
Hey-ba. Hey-be, howby.
Yeah, how does he explain that? So I would have said to him, "Oh, you want to speak English? Okay, you're an asshole."
Was that clear enough for you?
How'd I do?
Cause.
Yeah.
How about a little French? Rendezvous. Remember that?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
I never liked. Yeah, rendezvous. I never liked Cosby. I used to go see him when I was a kid. I saw him at the Felt Forum at the time. It was called the Felt Forum, a little thing off my... I never thought the guy was funny anyway. I don't like his comedy.
Funny.
He's not funny.
I've seen him live. He's funny.
No, not funny.
He's funny. I got to give him that. He's
you were
funny.
laughing hard.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So how do you get into stand-up comedy? Your parents conservative? Are they very?
Yeah,
they're
they
real
are.
conservative
They're
people.
conservative
and you tell them you're
people.
going to be a stand-up comic, and they.
Well, luckily, I made this decision when I was out of their house. You know, I was already. I was working, and finished college. And
What'd you say you were going to be in order to appease them?
Yeah, where did you study in college?
Just marketing, and I was like, and that time I lived in Maryland, so everybody, you go to college and then you work for the government. So
Where'd you go to college?
Hampton University.
And you went there, and everyone figured you just get a regular job and all that. And then when you go into stand-up comedy, does it blow your parents' mind? Does it blow your family's mind?
Yeah, they think I'm nuts.
Right.
They really thought I had lost my mind. You're going to leave a good government job to go do stand-up? That's unheard of.
Yeah, why would you want to do that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You work for the government.
You work for the government. Benefits.
You got a guaranteed good
Yeah,
thing.
you a GS9? What the hell's wrong with you?
GS9.
You know how many more GSs are left for you? What the hell?
Well, it's true. I mean, parents worry about you, and your family worries. Were you always the funny kid? Were you always the one who made everyone laugh?
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Well, either just outspoken. The one always would say stuff and usually get in trouble. I think my all-time record, I think I got like a beating 6 days in a row.
Really?
For something. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you mean a beating?
Oh my goodness.
What kind of beating?
Well, just just a spanking.
Your parents would spank you?
Yeah.
Erotic spanking? Your clothes were off?
Oh, yeah, they will put the ball in my mouth and everything. What the hell is wrong with you?
What is wrong with them?
Did you, who would spank you? Your father?
Oh, my mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Would she pull your pants down and expose your ass naked?
No, it was through the clothes. But if the summertime, it's more on your legs.
I see.
Yeah, the shorts.
That's humiliating to a child, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't beat my kid.
No way.
Yeah, but I don't know, because, they're white, so I might slip up every now and then.
Right. You got kids
Some
now.
payback.
You have kids. You have 2 kids?
Yeah.
You have 2 kids?
Uh-huh.
You with your partner how long?
3 years.
How come no marriage with her?
No, I'm married.
You got legally
we got
married?
We got married in California.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
Kept that under the radar. Should have played that up
A little
more.
bit. Yeah, no, we made an announcement and everything.
Yeah, there was some
Now-
heat about
But
that.
it's under your radar, Howard.
Under
How
my
about
radar.
that?
You married a white woman.
Yes.
Now,
And
you're
now you
getting-
have white children?
Yes.
Now, wait a second. You got flack.
Uh-huh.
I would imagine from the brothers and sisters out there. So, what are you doing with a white person? Right?
I don't think so. I think they get so caught up on, you're gay?
Yeah, it's that. Once they get past that, but it's funny. It's black women, like straight black women.
Right.
They're the only people that, and not a lot of, but when we do catch flack, it's from black straight women. I'm like, what the hell? You're straight. It's not like you lost one.
Yeah, right.
You know,
You don't
But
have to worry
yeah,
about that.
You have to worry about it. But
Now, but then when you had to make the decision, I guess your wife, she decided to carry the babies.
of course,
Yeah, you weren't doing that.
well, I can't do that.
You're not carrying no babies.
No.
That's not for you.
No.
You'll have kids, but more like in
Yeah.
the husband role. You're the one who's gonna not give birth.
You're the breadwinner.
Right.
Well, I had some complications. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
You
yeah,
do?
yeah.
What's your complication?
I had fibroid tumors.
So you can't have babies?
Right.
Is that the reason
Yeah.
why, or you just don't even want to have babies?
Yeah, well,
you
it
just
works.
blame it.
It's a good excuse.
Right.
Hey,
It was
I
like
would,
being-
sweetheart. I would, but I don't have the things. So
It was like being flat-footed in during the Vietnam era. I got flat feet.
So you have to decide who's going to be the sperm. You go to a sperm bank. You decide to
Uh-huh.
have children. She has to
Right.
get pregnant,
Right.
and then you have to choose: are we going to
Right.
have a black father, or are we going to have a white father? That
Why
had to
not
be.
the black
I
father?
figured it was with her, so I said, okay, I'm with you, all right, and we went with the white donor because it's like to have the black donor so the babies can look like you. I'm like, we're two women, the babies aren't gonna look like us. Yeah, we're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, because that was my first
the
thought.
hell?
My
Yeah.
first thought was like, okay, let me figure this out. Wanda's black. The wife is white. The children should be mixed racially.
Why?
Because you're the father.
I'm not the father. I'm the other mommy.
Right. So maybe you're right. Or maybe you should have had Chinese kids and screw the whole other thing.
Yeah, Mexicans.
that would be
really
great.
That'd be really great.
That'd be great.
So now, are you called mommy? And is she called mommy?
She's maman
Mama.
in French because
Is
she's
she
French.
Oh,
yeah.
she's French. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, very hot.
Is she super hot?
She's very hot.
You go for super femme women?
Yeah.
You do.
Not super femme. I mean, but she's hot.
She's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never know with gay couples who's going to go which way and what they want. You know what I mean? I could see you going with a really dykey chick. I don't know. So now you got the kids. How old are the kids?
They're 6 months.
6 months.
They're babies. Oh,
Yeah.
my.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
twins.
Mm-hmm.
You got twin white kids.
Yep. A boy and a girl.
That's nice. Good for you.
Yeah.
Did it in one fell swoop, huh?
One swoop.
Now you're done?
Not